I hesitate to take up this theme because I know some mental health tribunals that have, some judges that have actually found in favour of the patient. I don't know whether that mostly happens when someone else is someone from outside, like a parent or relative or friend, are able to go and argue on the patient's behalf. And I would encourage you, if you are a relative of someone that is facing a tribunal, and that you do go along to at least witness what is taking place. I had the unfortunate experience of being told by my solicitor that I had to remain quiet during the tribunal, completely quiet. There was such ludicrous things being said that I was on the edge of interposing, and she actually shut me up. She said, "Remember what I said." Shh. So, I kept quiet while the professionals involved, who didn't know me very well, safeguarded their standpoint and came out with some ludicrous things, some of them completely untrue. And I was told to make notes of each point, and that I would be given an opportunity to take up the discussion again at the end of the tribunal, and put my questions and my arguments to each of the members involved that had spoken against me. So there I was during the trial, busily writing down each point that I wanted to argue. I made sure that I didn't take up everything, because that would have taken too long to argue, but I just made notes of the main points, patiently waiting to give my viewpoint. And it got about, I would say, about an hour and 3/4 into it, and these people had all spoken against me, and pretended to know me really well, which they obviously didn't. And I said, "Well, can we have a break now?" Because it was just awful. They were just saying such awful things about me in order to justify their position. I went out and had a cigarette. I came back in. The psychiatrist had disappeared, as though, demonstrably showing a lack of concern for what happened next. And the lawyer never gave me, and the spokesperson, the judge, never gave me the opportunity to raise all my points. And that opportunity had been faithfully promised me. Once all the professionals had spoken after the break, it was diverted to the lawyer, but she just spoke then. She sort of asked me a few questions, but she didn't argue for me to be given the opportunity to raise my points, and she didn't allow me that opportunity. And it was such a betrayal and such a farce, really. And I felt downhearted about it. I don't know whether I should be glad to have been given any representation at all. I mean, I'm sort of glad that these farces take place, rather than that there shouldn't even be a farce at all. And as I say, I do know people whose tribunals have gone well, and maybe it was just an unlucky day, but I also suspect that it may have been because I was alone. And that frightens me, because I know that there may be other people in the same kind of situation. And it also frightens me that the solicitor involved, the group of solicitors involved, also deal with criminal cases and with actions against the police if they feel the police have acted inappropriately. And it all seemed to be geared towards safeguarding the professionals, not giving me a chance to speak or give my viewpoint. And, I was, as I say, that my solicitor was very personable, and I did appreciate her involvement to some extent, but I did feel betrayed, really. I thought about telephoning her the other day and asking her, was she aware that that happened? Because it was like it had gone on quite a long time, and like we were all getting tired, and it could have just been that, just the way it sort of slid away from her, or the way it, but it was a bit of a farce, really. And I was a bit cheeky. I said to the judge, thank you for travelling all this way to make a pretence of listening to what I've got to say. I've got to say, because it was a pretence. I wasn't given an opportunity, and I was purposely kept silent while everybody else was given their opportunity to speak, and I wasn't given a proper opportunity to speak myself. And that was hurtful, really. And as I say, if you have a friend or relative that is in a similar sort of situation, even if you are not thinking of speaking out for them yourself, just your very presence in such a situation, so that you can actually witness what is going on, would probably be a help to that person, and so that they can maybe discuss with you afterwards any feelings of, betrayal or discontent that they may have. Yeah, I'll leave it at that for now. Okay, bye for now.